Regret is a slow poison. It doesn't hit all at once. It starts as a whisper in the back of their mind. A memory here. A thought there. Then it grows. A song reminds them of you. A place you once went together. A scent that brings you back into their mind like a ghost they can't escape. And suddenly they realize they lost something they can never replace. But by then, it's too late. Because regret isn't about what they lost. It's about what they threw away. They had you. They had your love, your loyalty, your energy, and they treated it like it was nothing. They thought they could do better. They thought you would always be there. They thought they had time to make it right. But time ran out. And now they have to watch you from the sidelines. They have to watch you glow, watch you grow, watch you become everything they never believed you could be. And that is what eats them alive. Because the worst pain isn't losing someone. It's knowing you lost them because of your own mistakes. Knowing you had something real, something pure, and you destroyed it. That's a pain that never fades. At first, they'll try to act like they don't care. They'll pretend they've moved on. They'll distract themselves with other people, temporary pleasures, things that numb the emptiness. But nothing fills the space you left behind. Because you weren't just anyone. You weren't just another option. You were the best thing that ever happened to them. And now they know it. But it's too late. Because you've changed. You're not the same person who once waited for them to wake up. You're stronger, wiser, colder, not bitter, just better. You've learned that real love doesn't beg, that true value doesn't chase, that self-respect doesn't wait for people to finally see your worth. And that is what will haunt them the most, because they don't just miss you. They miss the way you made them feel. They miss the way you cared, the way you listened, the way you stood by them when no one else did. And now they're alone with their regrets. Because the sad truth is, they didn't lose you when you walked away. They lost you the moment they stopped treating you like you mattered. And that moment, it's one they'll replay over and over again, wondering what could have been. Wondering what if they had treated you differently. Wondering if they had just appreciated you when they had the chance. Would things be different? But there are no second chances. Not anymore. Because you don't look back. You don't go back to places that broke you. You don't reopen doors that led to pain. You don't waste your time on people who only realize your worth when you're gone. You've outgrown them and they'll regret losing you forever. But regret doesn't stop there. No, it grows, it builds, it deepens over time. Because at first they think they'll be fine without you. They convince themselves they made the right decision. That you were just another person, just another chapter. But as time goes on, they start to see the truth. They start to see that no one else compares, that no one else matches your energy, that no one else gives them the feeling you did. They'll try to replace you, but replacements never last. Because no matter how hard they try, no one else will care the way you did. No one else will listen the way you did. No one else will love them the way you did. And that's when it really hits them. That's when the regret becomes unbearable. Because now, they have to live with the truth that they had something real, and they let it go. They let their ego get in the way. They let their pride ruin everything. They let temporary people distract them from a once-in-a-lifetime connection. And now they have to live with that choice. Because while they were busy playing games, you were leveling up. While they were out there wasting time and you were building your future, while they were taking you for granted, you were learning to live without them. And now they realize you didn't need them, they needed you. And that realization, it burns, because they thought they had control. They thought they could come and go as they pleased. But now they see that they were the ones who needed saving. And you were the one who saved yourself, because you stopped waiting. You stopped hoping. You stopped giving them space to come back. You moved forward. You built yourself up. You became something greater. And now they have to watch from a distance. Watch as you live your best life. Watch as you laugh without them. Watch as you succeed beyond their wildest expectations. And that will haunt them forever. Because they'll never get to experience you again. Never get to feel your presence. Never get to hear your voice saying their name. Never get to be in your world. And that's the true price of taking someone for granted. Because when you finally realize what you lost, it's already gone, too late. You don't see it now. But one day, they will regret losing you. They will wake up in the middle of the night, staring at the ceiling, haunted by memories of you. They will replay the moments they didn't appreciate, the kindness they took for granted, the love they didn't value, and it will hit them. They lost you, and nothing they do can bring you back. Because you were never the problem. You gave too much. You cared too deeply. You stayed longer than you should have, hoping they would change. You saw the best in them, even when they showed you their worst. But they never saw the best in you. They got used to your presence. They assumed you would always be there. They thought they could keep disrespecting you and that you would keep forgiving them. They believed they had time. But time runs out. And when you finally had enough, when you finally chose yourself, that's when they started to lose. Not when you left, not when you walked away, but when they stopped treating you like you mattered. And now they have to live with that regret, because people don't realize what they have until it's gone. They don't notice your worth when you're constantly there, giving, loving, supporting. They only see it when you're no longer available. When your name doesn't pop up on their phone anymore. When your energy isn't there to lift them up. When they look around and realize you've moved on. That's when it hits them. And that regret is brutal. At first, they'll try to act like they don't care. They'll distract themselves, go out, pretend they're fine. But late at night, when everything is quiet, that's when the truth sets in. They lost someone real. Someone who loved them without conditions. Someone who showed up. Someone who gave them something they may never find again. And now they have to sit with it. Because you're not waiting. You're not checking your phone, hoping they'll come back. You're not stuck in the past, wondering if they miss you. You're too busy becoming unstoppable. You're focused on yourself, your growth, your happiness. And that's what will haunt them the most. Because nothing is more painful than watching someone you took for granted thrive without you. Seeing them smile without you. Seeing them succeed without your support. Seeing them become everything you never believed they could be. And knowing you'll never be part of it. That's what destroys people, not just losing someone, but realizing that the person they lost is happier without them. And that's exactly what will happen to them. Because when you finally understand your worth, you never let anyone treat you like an option again. You stop begging. You stop proving yourself. You stop chasing people who refuse to see your value. Instead, you rise. You walk with confidence. You move with purpose. You become the person they never thought you'd be without them. And the more you grow, the more they regret. Because now, they have to watch from a distance. They have to see you with new people. People who value you. People who cherish you. People who see in you what they were too blind to appreciate. and they'll realize they lost someone irreplaceable. And no matter how much they wish they could go back, they can't. Because you don't look back. You don't give second chances to people who didn't value the first one. You don't reopen doors that God already closed. You don't entertain people who only miss you when it's convenient. You're too focused on what's ahead, on your peace, your success, your future. And that's what makes them regret losing you even more. Because they thought you needed them. They thought you would always be there, waiting, hoping, hurting. But instead, you became something greater. And now they have to live with the truth that they'll regret losing you too late.